Hello friends, joining me in my bathroom today, not the kitchen, not cooking today in here, but I'm gonna cook up a lovely makeup look. See what I did there? The reason I'm here is to talk about my partnership with MCoBeauty and Model Co, which I'm super excited about. The reason I love them so much is because for me, as you know, everything's about simplicity and getting it done fast. It has to be those two things for me. And this is where this makeup comes into play, because they make it really simple because they have so many products on offer, and they also make it really easy to access. You can get it online, but you can also get it in your local supermarket. Milk, bread, foundation, go. That's what I love about MCoBeauty. What I really want to talk to you guys about today is this guy. It's the new Ultra Stay Flawless Foundation from MCoBeauty. It's just been released. You had me at flawless because that's what I want, right? Don't we all want to look a little flawless? What I love about this is that it's buildable. So if you're doing school drop-offs and running around during the day, you can have a nice light coverage. And then if you want to build it up into the nighttime look, you can. So it starts off really light. The more you put on, the more coverage and more flawless that you look. The other thing I love about this is that this foundation is under $30. Now, I have challenged myself today to do a basic look for under $120. So a basic look of foundation, bronzer, mascara, and some concealer, can't forget that, and brushes as well to apply all of this stuff. Under $120, do you think I can do it? Yes, we can. I have already prepped my skin, so done my skincare routine, and I'm ready to pop my foundation on. This color is medium beige. I've had a bit of a spray tan, so I am a little darker than normal. I'm gonna start with a small amount and build up because we know it's buildable, and I'd rather start with less than overcover my skin. So that's about as much as I'm gonna use for the minute. And if you've watched some of my other makeup videos, I like to put it on with my fingers first, and then I'll use a brush to buff it into my skin. Ooh, this is nice. So soft. Already inbuilt into this foundation is skincare, which is kind of amazing. So it has ginseng, which helps brighten and revitalize the skin. And it also has some chamomile in there, which has an anti-inflammatory in it, so it helps calm the skin. And it feels so smooth going on, and I can already see that it's really evened out the skin already with just that tiny little speck that I used. I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit more, even though that little bit has gone such a long way. But the great thing about this is that it is Ultra Stay. So it will stay and last for the whole day, which is music to my ears because ain't nobody got time to keep on reapplying foundation. So I like to put just that tiny little bit extra on so I can use my buffing brush, which comes in a 6-pack brush set from MCoBeauty. This one is the foundation brush. I love a buffer brush. It's nice, and this one's nice and fluffy. And I tend to get quite a bit of redness around my chin area and just kind of at the sides of my nose. So I just go over that just to make sure it's really in there. So that will stay on for the whole day. I am so impressed. It's so even, it feels so soft. And it's working hard on my skin all day with all that skincare going in. Love that. Okay, now for the much needed concealer for these babies. Next up is concealer. This is the new Instant Erase Concealer. I'm using number 2 Light, it's called. I am a big fan of concealer because I don't sleep that much. And so these little guys here, they need to be brightened, and those little dark circles need to be erased. And again, with my redness, I'll just go here and here for that. Now I'm gonna use the brush. How cool is that, by the way? This little foamy, fluffy bit at the end, so you can just dab it on. and then buff it in. You can use your finger, but I'm going to use this brush. It's the eye crease brush for eyeshadow, but I'm just going to use that to buff that in. Okay, that's been buffed in. Instantly brightens and corrects those red bits and the dark circles. Next up, bronzer. Love a bronzer. It's like going on an instant sunshiny holiday. It just gives you that kind of glow and that bronzy sort of look about your face. You don't need a lot of bronzer. This is a matte bronzer, but it's long wearing. So you put it on and it stays. This one is number 1, Natural Matte. I've got my, oh, it smells so nice. It smells like a coconut dream. I think that's what it says on the packet. Did I invent that? No, I think that's what it says on the packet. It really does smell like a coconut dream. Wow. Blush and setting brush for this one, but I'm gonna use it as the bronzing brush. So just a little bit up here. How I do bronzer is how the sun falls, and I'm pretty sure that's common knowledge, but if you think about how the sun comes down on you, that's how you apply your bronzer. So up here, starting on the tip of your nose, just a little bit, and you really don't need much. So it's just like a dab like this. You can tap it off like a professional. See how it comes off? You probably can't, but it's coming off. So just a tiny bit, and then just on the sides of these cheeks, it gives great shape. And then on the bottom of my chin. I'm an ambidextrous. I use all of my hands, all 2 of them, to apply my makeup. Okay, so you can see that just gives your face instant dimension. So it doesn't look flat with the foundation anymore. You have a little bit more shape to your face. And the more you put on, the more shape you get and more dimension. The great thing about this is that it is matte, so you don't get the shimmer and the illuminating factor. You can use illuminating products for that, but this is just for bronzing. Now, for one of my favorite MCoBeauty products ever of all time, Extender Lash. I've been banging on about this one for a while. I love this because of the brush shape. It's a tubular formula, so it comes off really easily, but it also stays on really well. You don't get that fallout that some mascaras give you. It extends your eyelashes. It is water resistant, and it's actually one of my favorite products of all time. That's it, guys. My whole face is done. This is literally just, I'm gonna go and pick up the kids from school, take them to soccer practice right now. All of that came in at $116 for all of those products and the brushes. So you can get that at your local supermarket or online. If you want to use a special code from me to you, go to MCoBeauty.com and put in the code Jules20 and you can get a special discount there on some of these products, or all of them, up to you. Please try this foundation. It's a game changer. I love it. Can you say that about yourself? I love myself.